Lotus Dele. This is our music class. We are learning all this musical instrument to offer music to all the gurus and buddhas of the 10 direction to accumulate merit. Thank you.
Oh, today, all of a sudden, God sent message, and so, in Jain, we've been doing service for 20 years, 30 years, but 20 years? Huh? 100 years. 100 years. Yeah, so they're drinking water bottles and taking care. Here, upstairs, yeah, different rooms, yeah, the big rooms, all the offerings, everything. So, so every day, so every single Christmas light, every single light is become cause of enlightenment. Every single water is a cause of enlightenment. Is all the full. So yeah, that's going for I don't know 20, 30 years. Okay, she's going to read the God message. So. This is a message, Root. Bodhgaya, where Buddha showed 12 days the enlightenment. There we have the FPMT has a center there. There then, yeah. So long ago to MAITRI project there to build, so it's going to happen to build this statue. Then there's a Root for many years ago, Root center. Yeah, so meditation center. MAITRI, there's also MAITRI. So many animals. Many animals. Before, it was for many years. It was for leprosy, healing leprosy. I mean, to take care, give medicine. For many years. Now it went to the government, and now some sickness, TB, and different ones, and then many animals to take care. So the message to send to there.
Okay, my most dear, most kind, most precious, wish-fulfilling gems, Tashi, Pema, Dekyong, Deki, at Root Institute. So the government wants those who came from the West, from outside the country, to stay at hotels, monasteries, and to check the rooms to see how many. I think it's a good opportunity to serve the sentient beings, the mother sentient beings, the kind mothers, kind since beginningless rebirths. Not only that, but we receive happiness, every single happiness from beginningless rebirths. And also we receive this happiness from every hell being, every preta, every animal, human, sura and asura being. We receive past, present and future, temporary and ultimate happiness, up to enlightenment. Peerless happiness. That happiness that you receive in the future comes from every sentient being who comes there to stay. And of course, and this is extra, Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha, whom we take refuge in, comes from them. So they are most precious for us, most dear, most kind, and wish-fulfilling jewels. It is said in Bodhisattva Charivatara by the great Shantideva of Nalanda, from the sentient beings and the victorious ones, the Buddhas, it is similar to accomplish Buddha Dharma. As it comes from the kindness of the Buddhas, exactly it comes from the sentient beings. And as I mentioned before, Buddha comes from sentient beings. As we respect Buddha, why not the sentient beings who have been most kind and have been most wish-fulfilling to us? This time gives the opportunity to serve them. And as just one example, when we are born to a bird, however many eggs laid, every day that bird looks for worms, for insects. Even those insects, worms are not completely dead, feeds them to its chicks, gives birth, feeds the chicks so many times, feeds them every day. If the mother kills one worm or insect, then by killing that one, then for 500 lifetimes, the mother bird gets killed 500 times. Besides the karmic result of rebirth into a suffering realm. And even reborn as a human, receiving a human body, but with so much suffering. As a result of that, unbelievable. And that's just from one worm. From that example, so many worms you are fed. So many worms and other forms of life are killed for you. Unbelievable karma. And not just one day, but for unbelievable number of lifetimes. And also as other sentient beings, numberless times in numberless life forms. Wow, wow. So many sentient beings, your mother. Even just as a human, and to look after you, so much suffering and negative karma created, like rainfall. They suffer since beginningless rebirths, and also into the future. Unbelievable suffering they experience for you. Normally we think this way, so also in this virus situation. So as I've mentioned before, to recite the Vajra Ama mantra and Buddha's mantra, and besides that to recite Tara, which is the advice of His Holiness, the Long Life Buddha's mantra. And besides His Holiness's advice to recite Tara mantra, and by doing so one receives the blessing of His Holiness. Then also to recite Tang Tong Gyalpo's prayer with Om Mani Padme Hum and refuge with all sentient beings. This is the prayer for the blessing against disease. And also Tong Ten Gyalpo's prayer to stop famine. Also follow the other things, other advices. And if you get the virus, do the best at the beginning to protect yourself. But if you do get it, then if something can be fixed, what is the benefit of dislike to that? That means do it. If you can't fix it, what is there? What is there the need to dislike? There is no need, no benefit to do that. So that means you accept. Here, since we've been born under karma and delusion, under the control of that, we're in samsara. So if we're able to actualize the true path and true cessation, to realize emptiness and the cessation of suffering, if you receive the special Arya state, and Bodhisattva where there's no old age, sickness and death, if that is possible, okay. If you Arya Bodhisattva. Sorry. If we can't, therefore we have to die. We can't live in this world without going through death. There's no one in this world who hasn't, isn't, or will die. Buddha showed in our world passing away, and though Aryas don't have to die, so of course Buddha doesn't have to die, but Buddha showed this aspect, showed this in order to show us the need and how to practice and to become enlightened. So instead, rather than experiencing death with anger and big delusion, and then be reborn in the lower realms for eons, and eons which can happen. So therefore the best thing is to die for sentient beings, for numberless sentient beings, for every sentient being. So take all the sentient beings, virus, sickness, defilements and negative karma, obscurations, and the suffering of death and its cause, negative karma and defilements, all that collected since beginningless rebirths. Take that into your heart and destroy the enemies of cherishing thought and the grasping of the I as real. And let them, the sentient beings, to be enlightened. Sorry. Rinpoche, to destroy the enemy, during thought, and the grasping the real I, or grasping the I as real. Mm-hmm. And let them, it's okay, and let them to be enlightened. So you do that. Then die for sentient beings. This is the best death. His Holiness says dying for sentient beings is the best death. Only dying of virus and not dying otherwise is foolish thinking. You're deceiving yourself. Also dying with full awareness and thinking in the most positive way, this is the happiest death. You're collecting skies of merits every time you do this, quickest way, and like a warrior who runs to wherever, however many guns and bullets. You, like that, are a warrior of bodhicitta, to destroy the self-cherishing, to destroy the self-cherishing thought, your enemy. The quickest way to enlightenment for you and for all sentient beings, quickly to free them from suffering and to bring them to enlightenment. So this becomes the practice, unbelievably fortunate practice, letting go of I and cherishing others. Letting go of the I, all happiness comes, and cherishing others. How much you have to suffer, how much pain for sentient beings, this becomes the quickest way to free them from samsara and bring them to enlightenment. Thank you very much. So here, you enjoy the virus. Use it the best way, since you're going to use it in the best way.
So this after this message, I did not finish. maybe just two different things. So, you see, Guru Shakyamuni Buddha, in order to yourself, I mean yourself and yourself, myself, numberless sentient beings, to free from the oceans of samsara suffering, numberless oceans of hell suffering, numberless oceans of the hunger suffering, the hell suffering, hunger suffering, animal suffering, and the oceans of human beings suffering, asura beings suffering, asura beings suffering. So free you, free me, numberless sentiments, from the oceans of samsara suffering, all this. And not only that, to bring to a peerless happiness, total cessation, obscuration, completion, realization. So Buddha, for 3 countless great eons, collected merit wisdom, merit virtue. So then achieved the Buddha's holy mind and holy body, the Rupakaya and Dhammakaya. Then to do the perfectly, without slight mistake, with omniscience, then yes, from Dhammakaya manifested the Rupakaya, or does work for numberless sentient beings, numberless helplings, hunger, numberless animals, numberless human beings, sura, to bring the enlightenment, everyone, so including us now. Why we met Dharma? This is perfect image about Dharma. Oh, that's Buddha is working for us now. We have to recognize that Buddha is guiding you to enlightenment. So you have to recognize that. So important to recognize that. Not just sentient beings. You. So or that. And Buddha is working for you. Also, you see, so Buddha sacrificed his life. His limbs, eyes, legs, and whole life, numberless times, to sentient beings. Not only the tiger, the Nepal, the Namabuddha, the tiger, the mother tiger and the children. Not only that. So numberless sentient beings. Buddha did that. For 3 countless great eons. Charity. So you are this spinal virus for numberless sentient beings. This one time. It's nothing. The dedication. And compared to Buddha, nothing. You see? Buddha did numberless times. You have to know that. So then just think that. The tiger is a bad tiger. The tiger, the mother tiger, the hungry didn't come. Then later on, grass or something, you see, then put blood out and then came to lick that eat. But then 5 tigers who ate. Then because of that, Buddha made prayer over them goats. Then they become 5 disciples, and some where whom Buddha turned first Dharma world. Wow! Four Noble Truth. Yeah. So now, numberless sentient beings can learn path to liberation, how to be free from samsara by learning the Four Noble Truth. And on the basis of that, Bodhgaya, so, to achieve enlightenment. So, not only you achieve it, but numberless sentient beings free from Usha, samsara, free from enlightenment. So you see, so that. So say, I forget what I'm talking. Sorry. So, yeah, that's what happened. You see, the next life, this fire jacket. So anyway, because the numberless, but that's numberless times was charity with life. But it is for you, for me. You have to think that. We have to recognize that. To you. Yes. So that's so here. I mean, just barriers and first and numbers and thing barriers. I say for sentient beings, I'm dying with that. Just because I mean, there was nothing. You see, dedication. So now you can see how that is so great. Oh, but it is that. So the kata, there's one story in the kata. It's mentioned in the I don't remember the Lama. One Lama. Kirusangyeshi, I think. So, in his collections of teaching, Sumbu mentioned, you see, I think it might be guru of the Gachin Yalton, I think. So one guru, I think, little like I think, maybe Sadhu, sort of like that, name sound like that. Anyway, in the forest, she was reading Buddha's life story. So Gajin, I think, was seeing the guru from far. Then while he was reading the Buddha's life story alone, sometimes he did like this. So then one day he asked the guru, "Why are you doing this?" So what happened was, Buddha, he made charity. His limbs, legs, hands, and charity, to men's bodies, lives. Even that made charity to ants, to, I guess, numberless ants in that garbage in the dump place where we put garbage, dump. The whole body had charity, even after the limbs. Charity to ants, numberless. So then the guru, I don't remember his name. So it is like this. So what about? So I was telling Buddha, so what about? He was born as I think a son, you know, made his life worthwhile, human being. Maybe that's, yeah, Satang say, I don't know. So, yeah, met bonus with a human being, so worthwhile, made life was worthwhile, dedicated. Even the body left, that 1,000 numberless ends. Yeah, anyway, so, that's, so then, not on that, then three countless great eons, Buddha you see, practice morality with much hardships, practice morality, you know, to control mind, negative mind. So you see, unbelievable. Then practice patience. Three countless great eons, patience. For us, even one time to practice patience, so difficult. Even one time, so rare. Even you want to practice patience, but not happening. So easily, mind go under the control of anger. So easily. This habit from beginningless birth, so easily. Yeah, so difficult to practice patience. Like that. The Buddha practice for you, for me. Yes, three countless great eons, practice patience. Then perseverance. To practice Dharma, to overstand me. You know, you can't drop, each drop of ocean like eons. Or that, see? Even it takes so long to, you know, perseverance to practice Dharma for something. Even perseverance. Then meditation, wisdom, so that, I mean, there's 6 parameters. So, see? So, you know, Buddha did that. To you, to me, to you. So now that, you see, example, that's, you should take that example. Buddha, you see, already enlightened that means from period from samsara, enlightened, already, now doing, also in the future. So Buddha's example to you, inspiration, now, to dedicate life for something. So, let's see. So anyway, this is how we should live the life. Everything for something. So even try, you know, even not only meditation, we generate Buddhism only if you don't prayer or meditation or something. Mercy is there, you know, prayer is there, so you go. I don't know how much you think that, but words are recited. You see, I mean, you don't know that even walking, sitting, sleeping, doing job, everything, you see, for sentient beings. So that we should try as much as possible on that. So it's a whole, I mean, your mind, it's about Dharma, not all that, it's Bodhgaya. So that's, yeah, so for sentient being, to live the life for sentient being like that. Then other things like that, kind of thing. The other things like that. When the people come the root, of course, we should take a while. Well, it is said 2 weeks, but it should take a while because that will benefit life to life. I mean, life to life through the enlightenment. So because, you see, we take a word so well, so the mind was happy. Then you see, mind was happy. These people, Buddhist, so good, helping this sentiments. I mean, everything so good. You see, taking care them like themselves, taking care of them. People come outside, taking care of them like that, like you know. Like individuals themselves, like they take it together. You know, like that. So you see, so Buddhists, so then their mind happy, the Buddhists. So that post imprint, so continue to next life, life to life. So then they constitute Dharma. Next life, they constitute Dharma. And then they can practice Dharma. Then, so that only through that they will know what is to be, what is the cause suffering, what is the cause happiness, what is to be abandoned, cause suffering, what is and cause happiness, what to practice, what to. Oh, then from there you see, then step by step, then get really free from ocean, sometimes suffering. Then they, yeah. Then Buddha they keep enlightenment. Oh, it helps with that. So it helps. It brings them to enlightenment. Long run. That's great benefit. So important. Yeah. Okay. 야, 아니, 가소래. Yeah, so before the, yeah, so they, yeah, didn't category oneself not enough to be free from all of the suffering and it's a belief of self-peace. That's not real purpose of your life. And then real purpose of life is to benefit others. And so then category free the numberless sentient beings from the oceans of samsara suffering, and bring them to the Sangye, total cessation of the obscuration, completion of realization, that period by oneself alone. Therefore, the one need to achieve state of omniscience. And therefore, they go do this and listen there. Yeah. So I was going to clarify what I mentioned there, just make it more clear. So, but the quotations and one very common suffering, big disaster for the mind, for your belief. It's very common. So they can say, like see, husband, wife, or boyfriend, girlfriend. So forth. You see, there's somebody whom you somebody attached to or cling to. Then you see that. That is, you see, done with the self-chasing thought. So because it's done with the self-chasing thought, backside the motivation. The attachment subject. So then, that person smiled to somebody, talks to somebody, pays more attention to somebody, or some, I don't know, or relationship or whatever. Then you see, then you suddenly become crazy. The anger, like put a mattress in the gas while there's like that flame, like that, like house burned with a fire. So your mind becomes, your life becomes, mind becomes that. So it's all through the concept. All the problems through your concept, created by the mind concept. You the concept in this way. So you see, then suddenly you see, the other things, you kill the person, the worst thing, destroy, or the other person, a relationship or whatever, the other person, you hate, you destroy, you kill, the kind of things. So, a whole world is a problem like that. So, of course, then you kick out that person, so forth. I can't dispute what I say. Yes, all that will become a huge suffering in your life. Thinking that way, it becomes a huge suffering in your life. You can't sleep, you can't eat. Or even you commit suicide. Many people commit suicide. Many people don't know what to do. The concept, you see, you don't see the mind. Mind cannot, you cannot, like this, you cannot hold. There's no form, no color, no shape. In the mind, formless. But it is the power, perceive object. Yeah. Rigpa. Clear perceive object is a sentient Rigpa. So, yeah, so just that. I will do that function, that nature, that function. But you can't hold it, doesn't have shape, no color, no shape, nothing. You know? Yes. So the just functional. Yeah, it's the way you think. I mean, concept. What do you think, negative way, positive way? Is the whole life, happiness or problem, just in your hand. Just in your hand is when your concept, which way you think, you see. So, concept, you see, negative, think negative way. Then all the problems, mountains, you commit suicide. Many people in the world normally is like that. Commit suicide, something to do with attachment, you know. Then self-cherished thought, the dangzhen, holding the eyes, real water, is ignorance, or the source of the samsara suffering. Source of samsara. Most people, they commit suicide, so something didn't succeed, you see, attachment. Yeah. So most of the time. Then, of course, you see, you have a problem with that. Then, along with that, into West, not aware, up to still not aware. But even though there's some people know, probably know, but officially not. So there's a spirit always connected. When you have that problem, when they have emotional problem, so there's a spirit connected with that, and connected with that, then spirit can harm. So spirit also makes you to do that, to go outside in the very high trees, and then hang very high, then we get ropes. So it's something which you can't do by yourself. No. So but it's done. You can see this, the way it's done by spirit. Or then yeah. I mean, you go over the bridge and jump in the river. I mean, there's go very high tower, then jump. I mean, this you see, there's many ways. So spirit, usually it's connected with the emotional. So they influence your mind. For example, Attilo, in Tibet, I just give you, so then you can understand. In Tibet, I think third pilgrimage in Tibet. So we are coming back. So there's a big mountain that near Tingri, I think. So we slept in the guest house. Tingri, I think something. Not Tingri. Then there's a big mountain. There's some spirit there. So we're dragging our car dragging other car. Then there was trucks. We're inside the road, one truck goes out, another truck. And the road is quiet. Road is it's a black, the road, car road, yes. Then the car, all time, then goes around. So for quite a while, our car was okay. Then after some time, we don't also. So I'm just giving you an idea, so you can easily understand from here. So suddenly our car wandered like that. side of the road, on the ditch. So then in our car, there are about 6 people got, the kind of spirit, occupied, and they changed their face. So not everybody, not everyone. So here, for many centers, for many years, translator for FPMT. We built nunnery, Kopan nunnery. So her eyes both went corner, wide thing out the corner, like that, face change. Yeah, so like that. So about 6 people, not everybody. Why? The question is why for some people, the scientists, why, so then you see, I had what I wear, kind of the bag, so that's a pressure things, blessings, so I put on the head, and then Geshe Lama was with us, so it's very well. He knows very well what to do, those kind of things. He's, rich in knowledge of that, besides realization. So he said to burn Zamba. Zamba is what flower made of barley. So he burned with Zamba. So that thing, spirit occupied, you see. So it didn't last long. Only 6 people, not everybody. So got better. Yeah. So like that. So you see, sometimes when your luck is down, obstacle time to experience all the, or even a driving car can go, spirit occupy the driver's mind. Oh, they can go like that. You see, yeah, like that can happen. Very dangerous. Oh, like that. Oh, yeah. If the airplane, the pilot. Yeah. So there are many things like this. So Japan, there are people standing near the train station. Then the spirit tells, pushed. No, in Japan also. It happened in Japan also, I think. Anyway, New York and Japan also happened. So tell the person to push, tell someone to push. Then he pushed, he believed in that, he pushed. So when the train comes, pushed, fell down, train comes, killed. So it's like this, you see, spirit harm like that. Oh, so person doesn't know. Think it's his mind. He's forced to that. Oh, so if you're not careful, that time if you're not careful, if you're not watching yourself, you see. Because if you don't watch yourself, it looks like crazy. You're acting crazy. Oh, unreasonable. If you're not watching, you're not checking yourself, you're not watching. You have to police yourself. You have to guru yourself. You have to parent you. You have to police yourself. Yeah? So that you have to always watch your mind. What are you doing? So then, very dangerous. Very dangerous. So is the mind thing or to go there to jump the river, whatever it is. Oh, you just easily follow. This is what I think. This is what you don't know the spirit harm. You don't know spirit possess. You have no idea. Oh, so many people in the world life like crazy, like that. So that all kinds. So anyway, yeah, there are many things. Yeah, that example. Yeah. So so therefore, you have to watch yourself. You know, make sure. So you have to please to yourself. You have to be custody, guru to yourself. I mean, so that you see. Oh, that's very dangerous. So anyway, yeah, there's something, but anyway, that's a good to give me an idea. You know, just I don't know what the Western scientists do. I mean, the biology, whatever they would say. But some years ago, I was doing divination for somebody who was far sick, possessed by spirit. And Sangbo, many people, you know, Sangbo, the attendant. Now he doesn't. He works for a couple of months. So he was informing me about that person, I think possessed by spirit or something. So while he was informing me, I was about to do divination. Then suddenly, suddenly, the spirit, because spirit didn't because observations means the pujas or things, you see, to, you know, to heal the pain. So spirit, you know, spirit suddenly occupied him, Sangbo. He's suddenly his face changed. Suddenly his face changed. Then I said, what I did, I think I rubbed on his head. Or I say loudly, I think, maybe I'll call Raja, or I'm not sure. I called loudly, but I don't remember whom I called loudly. He was became strange, even face became strange. Huh?
Share wasn't Sampa, it was Share.
Sure, never. Sharp. One was making out there. So he became very strange. All of a sudden, so I have to rub his head and just short time. It didn't last. And so like that. Until this, so that you can understand my experience. So with spirit, it's because of the harms. You see, the puja and things, so it didn't want, so that's by him. So that's that. Not only harming that mother lady, that Cherishing informed me. So like that. Like that effect. Anyway. Anyway, that's you see, especially in the West, well, sometimes in Israel, it depends on who. I mean, yeah, and then especially in the West, was I think the person himself did that. You see, they don't have a speech, no, those things, influence mind and overcome, they have no idea. So whatever strange thing happened, the person did it, no person not. Sorry. Well, I think this is just one story, but Lauto, when we started Kopan Monastery, originally Lauto, so one of us built the monastery there. So I think there were about 30 young monks, boys, Yeah, so first time ordination was done there. So there was abbot, Geshe Dashi Pamsarachi. He's learned in Dharma philosophy, and he is very good doing retreat. He did here, he looked about the mental retreat, popping. Yeah, he was very good at it. So he was there. I met him. I think from Baksa, when I was Baksa. So not in the camp, but outside, or not on the mountain, but outside. He used to tell me many times about Sorokambo. He used to teach me and about Sorokambo, potatoes or butter. Anyway, so I called him to the abbot. So he ordained, and I was telling, when they became get old, I was telling about time. Tugujaba is telling the time when they receive ordination. So you have to recite the prayers of the time, About I couldn't be there. So yeah, I did that. First, first monk ordained. So so that there was one little monk. So they all used to sleep. Most boys sleep. Caves here. There's kitchen here. Then there's upstairs, downstairs, the room here. So upstairs they sleep. Many boys they sleep there. So there's one little boy, I don't know his name, he died a long time ago. He's good in debating Dura, So he heard his mother was calling him nighttime outside. That's what I started, Then I think he got up, put dress and a belt. But belt doesn't look like normally what he used to tie, but kind of like a luggage would kind of tie. So anyway, then he came out middle of the night. I think before the dawn happened. He came out. I came out, and then there was a black man. Then the boy was seeing very wide road, sand road down, and this black man was bringing him down. Then down below there's a Mende village and there's a stupa. So from there, one kind of I don't know, Deva or something. You see, very pompous or very glorious looking, right on a white horse coming up. So as soon as that happened coming up, then the black man suddenly left him. we went over here. There's huge rock. There's a mountain. There's Kumjukum. There's a village there. So the black man was taking the boy down the road, white road. There was no such a white road. There was, it's a normal road. There's no such white road. There was hallucination. So, hallucinated by the spirit. So the black man certainly ran this way. Wonder that like Deva kind of very kind of say ready to look out so say on the right on the horse come up. So since that's the country Deva, there was a huge rock here is the place where he abides. This is how we see a big, huge rock, but in the view of him was different. So the country Deva is coming up. Yula, country Deva. So there's protecting people. You see that from harm people. Well, you see things that people protect them. I mean, like that. But it seems it happened to also Michael Rosan Ishi. Similar. I didn't know before. But told you, similar started mother calling middle of the night outside road. So, also the country Deva come up, something like that. I remember, all like that. You see, like that. So sometimes people, you see, people disappear, there's sometimes people cannot find, disappear. They look for on the mountains over, they can't find. The spirit takes away. That. You see, so that happens when you lock it down, when you power, you see, when you lock, every good luck, bad luck, lock it down. Good luck. All the obstacle happens, all that. So of course, then normally a strong refuge to put Dhamma Sangha, strong alliance with Dhamma Sangha. Then you're doing the daily prayers, the mantras, besides all the prayers, doing properly, continuously. Those becomes unbelievable protection. Normally, from sicknesses, from many problems. You don't know. Normal people don't know how much they have. But so many help. You see, they can benefit from that. Like doing sadhana of the deity, all those things, unbelievable help. But major people don't know the benefits of that. So anyway, now go back. Okay. So the other day I said, Kaswari, see, so then you see, if you the power, I mean, then you kick out that person. I mean, you see, has has a physical relationship with somebody, or whatever so forth. Then for you it becomes hell. You kick out that person immediately. So forth. So anyway, that. So all that is a view of the self-chasing thought. Your view of the self-chasing thought. So when you follow the self-chasing thought, then this is what you do. All this, you commit suicide. I mean, you kill yourself, and then you kick out that person, or harm, or you create it's like bombing. In the person's life, in your life, it's like that. So I don't have. So the view of self-changing, the self-changing thought, a view of the attachment. It's a view of your attachment, view of the self-changing thought. So you're following your self-changing thought as guru, as guide, as you do everything of your self-changing thought, guru, attachment, all the concern. So you see, then all these things happen. So much problem to yourself, unhappy to yourself. The last thing is kill yourself, or you do for others, kill others. So like that. But so what I was saying is, then you see, the rejoicing, see, he got happiness. The other person got happiness. I got happiness from this person. You see, that's what it's saying. So, yeah, as I need happiness, sentient being need happiness. Do not want suffering, want happiness. So, this person got happiness from this person. How wonderful it is, how good it is. This person got happiness from that person. Whatever. The talking, whatever they enjoying, what, relationship. So, you see, that's one example, but many cases. So I explained the other day, anything good you saw, you saw other people, even you don't have shopping, you go in the city, you go for sightseeing, you rejoice all the time. Any good thing to you see other person being, you feel how wonderful it is, how that good is, how wonderful it is. You always rejoice. You call it unbelievable good karma. So, you see, your life becomes very, very healthy. Not neurotic, what you call, I don't know what, neurotic, or, so your life doesn't become, your mind does not become like thorn bush. Touch, anybody. You don't become that. Very healthy. Your mind becomes very cotton, very shiny, very gentle, much happiness. This way you fill up your life with much happiness. This way thinking. You have no problem. So much happiness. You go in, even with people, even you come to start, wherever. So much happiness. Your life is full of much happiness, much healthy. Your mental mind is very healthy. Even you have cancer, you have some physical problem, but your mind is very healthy, very happy. The physical suffering becomes secondary, not so, it doesn't bother you so much. Like that. Katsure. Brings so much happiness to you and to others. To others, so much. Yeah, that's, you see, healthy life, happy life. How you make your life happy, healthy, and it's in your hand. It's depends what you do or not. That is it. It's basically in your hand. Also, liberation is enlightenment is in your hand. See? Whether you do or not. sorry. So I read this, sorry. Can you do? Yeah, I will come more. I read it the other day, but I saw the name, but I didn't finish reading. Translate in English. Nyamang danger to be shingor in the view of Shepa knowing phenomena. So anyway, in the view of the mind, stirred by the delusion spirit, stirred by delusion, disturbing thought, spirit. Sangbol Lam Yang, even feel pride, good. Even feel pride. Sangbol Lam Yang, even feel pride. Good. That's good. Sangbol. This is in the view of the mind, body and mind. So maybe it's that is stirred by the disturbing thought of spirit. Okay? Sangbol Lam Yang. Nyambe Khatashin. But like the dancing act of the craziness. Dancing act of the craziness. Tambe maybe, so all the collections of the shortcomings, all the collections of the vices, that is looked down by the holy beings. How much is done in the from depth of heart, confess individually with a strong that. So you see, so more things will come later. Yeah, but so now, in your view of the self-cherishing thought, your attachment, all the concern, the old time, you see, cling to happiness this life. So, in the view of that, in the view of the mind, stirred by the disturbing thought, spirit, even feeling pride is good. So in the view of that, in the view of attachment, self-cherishing thought, see, this husband, this wife, this boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, so good, wow. It's so good, wow, You see, yeah. So, you see, when the person does what the self-cherishing thought, what your self-cherishing thought want to do, if the person does to you, and what your attachment wants to do, the person is doing to you, then it's good, that's good. You see, in the view of your mind, stirred by the disturbing thought of spirit, or then even feeling pride is good. So you see, all these things, somebody praise you, what self-cherishing thought, what attachment, whatever they do. I mean, so feel the good, even though yeah, feel good, even though reality examining, you know, sorry, truly just nigama. Truly just nigama is not virtue, nothing. So anyway, but you see, in the view of the self, your selfish mind attachments, good, it is positive, real, good. So you see, in the view of that mind, so that's what it's saying. Oh, but you see, so but in the reality, it's like dance of the craziness. It's the whole thing. Yours and theirs, it's like dance of the craziness. So reality, collections of those vices, put down by the holy beings. Holy being don't say that. The holy being says nigama. So, but look it down. So, never criticize. Never look it down by the holy beings. So, you should live with reality like that. Reality. So, in the view of self-changing thought, wrong concept, self-changing thought. So, you see, that's number sentiment. I'm the most important. My happiness is the most important than anything else. There's no logical reason. Why my happiness is most important than anybody else? Well, there's no single logic. How about that? Yes. You see, the numberless sentient beings, happiness is more important because more number. Two people's happiness is more important than you. You are one. And the open someone says, yes, but even you and the sentient being one by one, for you, for all the 3 times sufferings, past, present, misfortune, everything comes. All the happiness, 3 times happiness, including liberation, enlightenment, everything comes from others, from every sentiment. So I let go, cherish only others. Happiness and the dedication. Oh, so good. I'm forgetting while I'm talking. What did I say? Huh? What did I say?
She's doing this quotation.
So, what? Okay. Yeah. So, the holy beings, you like act of creativity, like dancing act, creative person acting, dancing. The whole life with selfish. And so someone say, so therefore, that's why I cherish all others. Oh, because that's logic. It is logic. Yeah. So without I'm the most. My happiness is most important. I'm the most important. Oh, then this insect. Then see, that's a dictator. Oh, that's a dictator. Dictatorship. Oh, that's no reason, no valid reason. Just believe it's dictatorship. So, yeah, people in the world, they don't like dictatorship. Then they revolt by population. They have to dictator. So like I said, then no sport, no logic, no logical reason. You see, that's believe out. Ignorance. Can you do? Oh, yeah, that's yeah. So from the heart, with a strong regretfulness, compassion. Oh, okay. So so you see, have to analyze our life, mistakes, whole life mistakes, follow the wrong concept. Whole life. You think I'm doing right thing. I'm doing right thing, all kind of, put in view of self. To learn about life. This is learning about life. We learn about our life. We learn your life, mind, perception. This is science. Okay, maybe stop there. Did all the past the best of which I made to collect 3 times, made to collect numberless sentiments, numberless Buddhas. Met the Bodhgaya who saws all the happiness, success for oneself, all the sentient being, very bit including enlightenment, in the heart of all the sentient beings and oneself. Oh, then there will generally made me increase. Okay? Oi chang zhu sen zhou rinpo che ma je ba na yan ji ju ji je ba nya yan ba ya me ba ye gong ne gong zu pe wa yu wa de emptiness emptiness rising minimum emptiness Kondera xia dun za me ba da jun de den de lua me ba ni pen zua ga me zhuo su cha wa yi lo zhuo gong de do ba la jin jie. Now we pray for the sick people, particularly the virus, the coronavirus. Yeah, then that how many sick sentient beings there are, may they be quickly free from the sicknesses and I may never experience the sentient beings. Sanje neba tinye ba nyudo nene taju ji dwe nena malu ta do jwa me ba sho ye sanje neba tinye ba nyudo nene taju ji dwe nena malu Tato chua me para sho sunta then carrying they did all the past present future marriage college 3 time marriage college number lesson then number Buddha so they made the 6 sentient beings and never able to reborn lower realms and made immediately healed and the sicknesses, and all they wish is it will succeed immediately. And then may the general bodhicitta and they are stop giving harm to the sentient beings.
Soso gorwe le monto roba daso doze gwendo shate sho chanjo semjo remboche magye bana kenjo kyawa nyama me baya kone gondo pewara sho me te we te re se me kembe o mo chambe yang ga je kebe to get on kaba lo san obe shalo so what ye me te we te re se me kembe o mo chambe ga je kebe to get on kaba lo san obe shalo so what me se we te re se me kembe o mo jambe ga ze be to get on ga lo san da pe sha lo so wa de